Hello, Aries. How are you? I am back. Thank you for your patience. I haven't been speaking to a lot of people about the energy the last couple of weeks, and everyone has universally used the word horrid. That full moon conjunct Uranus in Taurus with the Pluto at the 29. It was, what a mess. Anyway, we are now in Sagittarius season, thank goodness, and are on the other side of some really, really rough energy. So congratulations. This week is relatively quiet. We do have our Mercury retrograde starting, so that will be fun. And all right, fine. This card came up. I saw it while I was shuffling before. Okay, so overall energy for the week of November 24th is focus. Let's read this together. Snowy mountain peak. Okay, so it says, let's see, you can't really see it anyway. So maybe if I do that. Not really. Okay. So what you focus on is what you pull to you. So put your attention on that which is worthwhile. Concentrate on one desire. Direct your intent to one thing rather than being scattered in many directions. And this retrograde in Sagittarius can make you feel like you're in 18,000 directions. When your thoughts and actions are unfocused, it dilutes and diminishes your forward movement. It is much easier to gain results when you are concentrated on one path. Gather your inner resources and with intensity and passion, go forwards and upwards, and you'll see the results. This is also a card of spiritual transcendence and traveling to higher realms. So stay focused as you elevate your higher consciousness. You are close to heavenly realms. Okay. So let's see what else comes up. That seems pretty clear. All right, let's get the challenge energy for the week of November 24th, please, for the Aries watching this video. Challenge energy for the Aries watching this video, week of November 24th. Okay. it said focus and then gave me 82 cards. I'll pick those two. What do we have here? So we have consciousness, which is, this is the Ace of Swords, and silence, right? So they both kind of have the same energy. You see the figure who's like being calm and has eyes closed, and also over here, right? And with this focus, if this is the challenge energy, it may feel like life is pulling you in 52,000 different directions. You've got to be here, you've got to be there. It's the holiday season, Thanksgiving, travel, blah, 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 new jobs, new people, taxes, yada, yada. Do what you can. Try and, especially for my fellow ADHD people, try and start and complete one thing, right? Like today I have a list of things that I need to get done, and I started off by doing 2% of that one, 3% of this one, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a list and we'll like do one of those each day this week, but today I'm going to focus on this specific thing. Like these are the two goals for today, and that's where I'm going to focus my energy. And that's what I did, because otherwise you can just be running around in circles, feeling a little frantic. Let's get the lesson, please. Okay. Gaia, Earth here. I wonder, sorry, let me just, we do things in real time so you can see-ish. Let's do Gaia. Oh, I opened right to it. Okay. being grounded, slowing down, and remaining present in your body is the message the Greek goddess Gaia has for you right now. Wow, very rarely do we get the exact same message across the board. So the universe is very clear on what the overall theme is for this week, and that is to get grounded, stay solid, and be focused. Perhaps you've spent too much time in your head lately and have not taken as good care of yourself as you would like. Get into a rhythm, make sure you get enough sleep, commit to spending more time in nature, and eat sustainably with conscious awareness. Gaia, the earth mother of all life, invites you to pay attention to your body, for you are a creature of the earth as well as spirit. You are part of this living earth, which is the foundation for all of life that has a physical form. What form does your life take? This is the perfect time to take a closer look to ensure you're happy with it, right? And that's kind of the other thing about the focus here I was thinking before, is like the path up the mountain, right? Instead of, if you zigzag, you know, go up this way, no, cross over here, no, try, go down, go the other side, you know, you can end up making a very short trip take a long time. And so it's about slowing down. It's been a very rough period. The energy is picking up. There may be a tendency to be like, yeah, sure, like I'll do it all. But this is exactly the time with the emotional purging that has come with the last month, right? Lots of things should be clearer to you now, right? Maybe there was a situation that you weren't taking as seriously, or a transformation or a transition that was like, yeah, I know it's going to have to happen, but right, you didn't necessarily understand the magnitude of it. And now all of that is clear, right? Like now you see the mountain. Perhaps before it was like a little bit foggy, like you knew it was there, but now you can see the mountain. You understand what it is. You understand the path in front of you and the reality of the path in front of you, right? That's also that Saturn going direct. It's like, okay, now it's clear what needs to happen. And perhaps it was a little not so clear before because of it was in retrograde in Pisces. But now that Saturn is clear, it's like, oh, okay, this is for real. This is what I'm dealing with. This is the situation I find myself in, like being very realistic about what is in front of you and how to go about getting there, right? And the path is not like, let me just wing it and jump on this mountain and see how to do it. But let me take a second, make sure that like I have everything I need, that my body is in good shape, that I am taking care of my earthly vessel, but that also I am paying attention to the necessary concrete steps towards dealing with what I have in front of me. Okay, so it says the goddess reminds you that the earth is the playground for conscious manifestation, so be respectful of this truth. Okay, let's get some cards. When I tell you, if you could have seen me last Sunday, it was so messy. So messy. Like, oh, I'm embarrassed to even think about it, but it was necessary. And thank God it's over now. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see what we have here. So, 9 of Swords. 2 of Pentacles, Temperance, right? So that pretty much follows what I was talking about, right? There was like an anxiety about moving for what had to happen, in unsureness of like, what am I supposed to do here? And then maybe some confusion about how to go about getting it. Now, what these two, because the gestures mimic each other, right? The juggling gives way to balancing, making sure it's not necessarily confusion or like, do I do this? Do I do but a question of ingredients, putting the right amount into each cup. careful planning, careful consideration. This is the Sagittarius card. And it's really about making sure that things are balanced, making sure that the recipe is right, and patience, right? Sometimes that takes a little bit longer. But these two cards here, the confusion and the sense of being stuck in an endless loop of, I don't know how to get out of this. It's like, okay, well, if we were a little bit patient with ourselves, understanding with ourselves, and think about things on a step-by-step, now that we know what we're dealing with, how do I get there? Like, what needs to be handled first? What's the reality of the situation? And then what's, for lack of a better analogy, what's the right mix to this cocktail, to the winning cocktail? I'm going to get some advice. Cards, that was 11. Cards came out fast. Okay. So because Mercury is going retrograde, I pulled my Mercury deck. So this one says Dowsing Rods, and it's the Seeker. Let's read this together. Okay. So the Dowsing Rods have sought you out to announce that your search is almost over. You have spent a long time looking in the wrong places. Now is the moment to sense through your heart using natural elements as your guide. Okay, so that's where these top two cards come in. Doing so will point you in the right direction. Right? This is a very, very tight reading, which is why it's going so fast. Walk your path of destiny, aware of the signs, right? Like I was talking about the path here, the path of destiny, aware of the signs in the flow of water beneath your feet. I love it when these readings come out this tight. It's so nice. In the depths of the earth. Create no attachment to the paths of others, for they may lead you to far more barren lands. You seek your path and they seek theirs. Nature will guide you. So get out in it and seek out the watering holes, the streams and rivers, and find what you need in their reflections. And it says, and this was also like that seeker energy here, right? Talking about going within. And it says, I seek it here, I seek it well, but still I ask, where doth it dwell? The answer I find is flowing within and all around me. The streams and lakes manifest all I can be. It says, seek and you will find. Don't give up. You're almost there. Time to step into your destiny. A lost item will soon be found. You've found the information you've been looking for. Reconciliation and reunion bring great joy. Now, I'll just give you like a tiny bit of like where most of my drama was coming from last week. Or it hasn't even been last week. It was like really all of October. Like it started in October and it ended last Sunday night, thank God. But it's all been about loss, right? And loss of other people, whether that be metaphoric, spiritual, emotional, or actually physical. And, you know, that line of don't attach yourself to other people's paths is that, you know, everyone has their own destiny. Everyone has their own walk. We are all here for different reasons, different karmic contracts. And part of that is letting go of people that you wish you could keep forever, right? Because they have to walk their own path. Can you tell I'm dealing with empty nest syndrome here? And so instead of making that or trying to hold on to it, right? It becomes, how do I navigate a new chapter where that person is free to walk their own path, whether it be in this dimension, whether it be in another, right? Navigating an entire new relationship with something that you have lost, whether now or in the past. And finding that in freeing it, in allowing this new shape to take form, right? From releasing it from a fixed set of what it needs to look like, but allowing it to become what it needs to be, that in that redefinition, it becomes something new, right? And so that's the path is, this process of redefining the relationship to that which is lost. And of course, assuming it was something you wanted to keep. In the case where it was something you didn't want to keep, then it's a question of, okay, like, if this was a divorce or a breakup or an unwanted separation, you're still then navigating a new relationship with yourself, right? And instead of trying to hold on to the past and what was, really embracing, because you have no other choice, a new chapter, a new relationship with what is no more. I hope that's clear. Anyway, this is very clear here. The anxiety goes away when you release, like when you let it flow, right? When you stop trying to hold on to it, and you let it be. And of course, rivers, water, earth is very calming. How to move forward, how to get up this path. It is not by running away, by not facing it, but by accepting what is, seeing what it is, and going within to find what's the healthiest, most stable, most centered path to a new iteration of you, right? Of your best interest. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone who celebrates. I will be doing my annual dinner. And I will talk to you next Saturday or Sunday. Take care.